Coolest contemplating actions. Yep. Um, oh, well, hey, I think that I got it figured out here. So sorry for the delay on that. And yeah, as you can tell, sometimes these aren't great going live, but I assume people can hear me. So if you can hear me now, let me know in the comments. Oh no, we can hear you. Okay. Yeah. So, yeah, sorry about that. Pretty much what I wanted to say was just that I use League of Comic Geeks. You probably saw me scroll through that already. I just figured I'd start doing these on a live basis. Obviously, there's going to be a little bit of issues here. First, I'm guessing, I think what happened was I was messing with some things, and I think I switched the audio level on my mixer to very low because I couldn't actually see it, but it sounds like I am good now. So we are good. So let's jump into this and talk about some of the books that I am pretty excited to read this week. So, first book, this one should maybe not be a surprise for most people, but it is going to be Spider-Gwen, Gwenverse, number 5. This is the final issue of this run. I've been having a lot of fun. This is a book that I have been getting because I think my daughter, she loves Spider-Gwen. It is a character she really likes. So yeah, I just figure it's kind of one of those things where I've been getting this to read because I think maybe someday she'll get it. I've been having a lot of fun with this. I know some people don't love this. It is kind of silly, and there are some certain things that aren't like always great to this book, but I've been having a lot of fun with it. And yeah, it's been good. I mean, David Nakayama does the covers, so you know that those are going to be awesome. SCA, drop your link, Cole, so I can sub you. I think you should be able to just click in there. There should be like a subscribe button. So you should be able to do that. I do know that there are some mods here. So Chop, Callie, or D Piercy, if you guys want to drop some other people's links in here, let's do that too so that people can sub up while we're doing this live. But yeah, I mean, Spider-Gwen, it's one of those books. I don't think it's for everyone. It is, it's definitely got a certain sort of fan base, but I've been having fun reading it, and it is kind of cool to see all these different Gwens show up and how they all work. Next book up, we have issue 21 of Harley Quinn. And yeah, this has been one of those books. This is actually turned into a weekly series. I'm a little bit behind on this. So it looks like part 4 is going to come out this week. I have not read any of the weekly stuff, but I am caught up on Harley Quinn. I do plan on giving this a read, though. To just kind of catch up. Harley Quinn has been solid. Stephanie Phillips has been doing an awesome job on this book. And yeah, they gave her a weekly. So it's got to be something that's sort of compelling. Once again, I am not caught up on this. This week has actually been a pretty tough week for me to pick up like what are going to be my top 4 reads. So I will let you know that there are going to be some that aren't maybe always things that I would pick. But yeah, it looks like thanks Callie and Jordan Squad for dropping some of those links, and yeah, we'll go from there. I have not dug Harley in space. Oh, that's what this is. Yeah. So I might not like this either, but hey, you know what? I just figure it's a weekly thing. We should talk about it. Harley has been pretty solid overall. So that's what it is. The next book up is a book that I've actually talked about before, and it is End After End, number 1. This has been it's coming out from Vault Comics. So David Andrew, who you might know as best friends from Bruce and Stephanie from Bruce and Stephanie Comics, has a new book coming out from Vault. This was a book I added, I think, I want to say like 5 to 6 months ago on my most anticipated list. It has definitely been on there. I know that there were some issues with, I think, the artist on it. So it got pushed back and delayed, but I'm hoping that we will get this book to come out this coming up week. So yeah, that is something that I've been looking forward to. David Andrew is a great author, and I've really enjoyed what he's done with the book The Resonant. I had a lot of fun with that too. So I would highly recommend giving a check for End After End if you can see it. Once again, it is Vault Comics, so I know some stores don't necessarily have as many indie books on the shelf, but this is one that I would recommend. Doing this live, you are going to see me take drinks because as I talk, sometimes you have to drink. And hey, I've got a Lions mug, so go Lions. I've drank the Kool-Aid so far this year. And yeah, I don't know. This might end up panning out bad for me. The next book up is Tales of the Human Target #1. This is from Tom King again. I've really liked Human Target. I know that, Tom King is kind of one of those people that people either like or dislike, and he's not for everyone. And that is okay. I think that's one of the great things about comic books, really, right? Is that, there are certain authors that some people love, some people hate, and that's fine. And we can all talk about it and figure out what we like or what we dislike about these books. But, at the end of the day, I enjoy Tom King. I really like what he is doing. Human Target was a lot of fun. So I'm excited to kind of see this. I think this is a one shot. I'm not exactly sure. This might just be like kind of, tales of what he's been doing. Before this, final issues that Tom King was doing. But yeah, it's another book where, I am a big fan of Tom King, so I will grab anything that he has, and it is a #1. I'm guessing that this is probably something that you can just pick up. I'm guessing these are kind of him, becoming those targets and, little like one shots of what he did. But yeah, it's kind of, what he's going to be out there doing. So yeah, and go Lions. Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan. Somebody has to be a fan of the team. I think they're going to be okay this year. Hard Knocks makes it hard because it gives you kind of that thing where you're like, oh, are they going to be great? Who knows? I don't. But the final book here, and this is something that I've kind of done in and out of this segment, but it's kind of been a book where it's like, hey, do you think I should read this book? And the book that I'm picking is Damage Control. I don't know a ton about the Damage Control group. Really, I don't know that much at all. I don't know any of the writers on this book when I was looking it up, but I look at this lineup. We have Nightcrawler, Moon Knight, Ghost Rider, She-Hulk, and Quicksilver. And that is a team that I think I am pretty interested in. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of one of those where I don't know. I have not read any of this. I think the team looks pretty compelling, but the hard thing is I don't know any of these writers. So I don't know if it's going to be good or bad. The hard thing with Marvel Comics sometimes is there are a lot of books where you see this cool lineup, but really at the end of the day, nothing out of it was great. Hey, welcome Mountain Family Cards. But yeah, it's kind of one of those things where I don't really know if this is a comic that I should read or not. So let me know if you're here in the live. Let me know if you think that this Damage Control book is a book that's worth picking up or if it's something that I should pass on. If you are here in the live and there's a book that you think I'm missing, let me know. Once again, I only picked these 5. And as I said, this week for me isn't super great, but I think, sometimes you just kind of have a down week. And I think there are going to be some cool stuff. But yeah, I have a hard time getting on new Marvel titles. I'm reading New Fantastic Four. Yeah, and that's a kind of hard thing. And yeah, New Fantastic Four, I think Ghost Rider is in that team, right? I could be wrong. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, so Flo is actually he does a podcast. And let me see, Flo, I don't know what the name of it is, but here, I'll quick give you um I added you as a mod. So if you want to drop your podcast link, feel free to do that. Hey, what is going on? Remy Q Studios. Yeah, I was just kind of going over my things of this week. So let me know if Damage Control is a book that I should grab or not. As always, I'm just going to kind of revamp what I already talked about. So the first book I got was Spider-Gwen Spider-Verse #5. This is the final issue in that. The next is Harley Quinn #21. As Dan Piercy mentioned, this is a book about Harley in space. So I might not love it, but I'm a little bit behind on these and I figured I would give it a try. And I just wanted to kind of showcase this because it is a book that is coming out weekly. Book #3 is End After End #1. I'm going for this mostly for the author itself. Is David Andrew. I love The Resonant. And yeah, I think that this is a book that I had before on one of my lists. So I had to bring it back when it's finally coming out. We got Tales of Human Target, book #1, and the final one is Damage Control on whether or not you think I should get it. So as always, I have been Cole. Thank you for stopping by. There were definitely some issues with this. I'm going to try and kind of convert some of my stuff to being more live. So, this was kind of a test run. I definitely had some issues and hopefully we should get those things resolved. But yeah, thank you for coming out. As always, I've been Cole and peace. My most anticipated comics for August 24th, 2022.